This is going to be a really good episode. I'm really excited by this. So I've just been playing around with figures. You know me and figures. I love the figures because there's so much to learn from the numbers and so much we can dig in and dive and some surprising things. And so what I want to do is do a little comparison for Stormore between this time this year and last year, because that's the only way we can do a fair comparison is like for like. And I know it's not really like for like because of coronavirus has upset and it's changed things massively. So I want to do a little comparison. I've got some numbers here, done some digging, and I'm going to share with you what happened in my site. Obviously, I've spoke about the revenue management, and we only gained 2,500 square foot at Store Mall this year, and I compared it to last year's takings, etc. And I said the percentage increase, etc. And so you know a lot of that already. So, but just to recap, revenue management is key. Do some revenue management, have a strategy, because that will. Can you imagine having an extra 200 grand in your bank account for no, just because you're doing revenue management? It's a must. It's a game changer and it's a game saver as well. If you come on hard times, then revenue management will save you. Okay, so let's have a look at some figures. And I've just written down in my notes on my phone. So last year, 2020, we took in a total of 45,795 square foot. That is across the year from 1st January to 31st of December. And we moved out 38,360. So we gained 7,435 square foot in 2020 for a churn rate. This is interesting. Woohoo, I love it. 14.9% churn rate. Oh, month on month, by the way. That's a month on month calculated and averaged out. Month on month, 14.9% churn rate. This year, 2021, it's bananas. I'll tell you the figures now. We'll dive into them and we'll just look at it. So we've been a hell of a lot busier. We've moved in 66,435 square foot. So that is over 20,000 more square foot that we have moved in. However, the move outs have been phenomenal. But I'll get to churn in a minute. It's been 63,895 square foot. And that's best guesstimates. We've still got a week to go. So this is recording on 23rd of December. So best guesstimates of the ins and outs. In fact, I've probably been a little bit harsher on myself. So we may flitter around the 2.7 mark, 2.8, depending on what happens in this next week or so. So that means that we've gained 2,540 square foot. That also means the churn rate is 18.5%. That's month on month, by the way, calculated individual month churn rates and then divided by 12, adding them all up, divided by 12. So we've got an average of 18.5%, which I thought it was going to be worse than that. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. But when I look into the figures, we've actually had quite a few decent months. We've had in January, February, March, April, May, we had 12% churn rate. June, we had 14%. July, we had 13%. And then it goes 17, 18, 24, 20, and then 18.9, I think it is for December currently. So it's really, really interesting to see like for like, year on year. And so if you look at our move outs, you can get numbers. You can focus on any sort of stats in the numbers. But we had 38,000 square foot rounded down, and we had 64,000 square foot move out. So 38,360 square foot move out into 2020, and we've had 63,895 move out in year 2021. That is quite phenomenal, but it's not as startling when you look at churn. That's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on the churn rate. The churn rate has gone up from 14.9% to 18.5%. Now, yes, that's alarming. The churn rate has gone up, but we put the price up. Although we don't believe that people have moved out as a direct influence and impact of price increases. So I don't think that's had too much bearing on it. I just put it down to the fact that we've had a massive amount of move-ins, and it's like a wave. So the way I think of it is like the sea coming in, sea coming out, sea coming in, sea coming out. And every now and again, that when the sea comes in, you will gain more customers, but majority of those people will still move out. You will gain more long-term customers, but the majority will move out. The sea comes in, you will gain more long-term customers. The sea will go out and take the other customers who aren't long-term customers. And it's something to keep an eye on. Obviously, nobody wants an 18.5% churn rate. Obviously, we want as low as possible. But I just believe that we've had such an influx of square footage that it just so happens that the people we've taken on board have moved out. And I have literally done so much data analysis on this. I have asked my team to ring every single customer as to the reason why they're moving out. We obviously have we know that the last price increase when it was, and it's 74% of people moved out without a price increase in the last 3 months. So the data suggests they aren't moving out because of price increases. They are doing a knee-jerk reaction. It just means that they're coming to the end of their cycle. We've moved more people in, therefore we've moved more people out, therefore the churn rate is higher, but it's a percentage of pro rata, so it shouldn't really be higher. But sometimes you've just got to throw your hands up and say, do you know what? I've got an idea, I've got an inkling, but I've got no conclusive patterns or evidence. I just believe that we've moved a lot more people in and a lot more than people that's moved in. I just believe it's now been their time to move out, and the tidal wave starts again for a new year. And yeah, it's so fascinating. This is why everybody should do a deep dive into their figures. Have I got anything else I can share with you or show you? Is the marketing Google pay-per-clicks? I've seen that pay-per-clicks are going down. Prices are going down for pay-per-clicks. The cost to acquire a customer let's have a look. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do it year on year. Let's do it. I'll do a yearly comparison. So January 20, let's have a look. Cost to acquire a customer. I hope I'm right, by the way, on this. It's gone down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. So that's up to, it's done December to December. Here we go. 1.44. Look, this will be worth it. All right. Just hold tight. I promise you, this is worth it. Have I done it all the way to January? No, I have not. What a plonker. Right. 1.44 all the way down to there. 1.03. There we go. Right. Oh, double clicked again. Right. I promise you this will be worth it. Honestly, this is it. I'm going to go really careful, mouse. What I'm doing is just trying to find the overall. Yes, 12. Done it from January. Yes, here we go. So the cost to acquire a customer in 2020 was £1.45 on Google. £1.45 to acquire a customer on Google. I hope that I'm right here. And the cost to acquire a customer, oh my God. Yeah, I am right, but only just. This is why figures are so good. £1.41 to acquire a customer. So it has gone down, but it hasn't gone down very, very much. And that is, my friends, is because we've got an outlier. I've just seen this outlier here. In July this year, it cost this is per square foot, obviously. I'm doing it per square foot. What a donut. So yeah, it basically was costing us, so it's cost us £1.41 per square foot in 2021 and £1.45 in 2020 per square foot. And the reason is because July, there is an outlier. There is an outlier in July and it costs £2 per square foot. So without that, if we make adjustments for that, which we can't because it's an average, they're going to have some good months and bad months, then it will be a lot different. Like currently, the last few months have been £1.17, £1.04, £1.17. So there've been some really, really good months. Something happened in July and August where it was £2 and £1.76. They're our highest for a long, long time since we've been working with Kerry. Since the start, we've been working with Kerry. So let's have a look at actual cost to acquire a customer then. So I'm going to drag it up there. £1.44 was the one I was looking for. Right, that should be this year's, yep, January to now. And it cost average of £1.27. I'm going to write that down just so I don't forget it. £1.27. And I know this is pretty boring for some people, but other people might find it really interesting. £127, sorry, it cost the average cost to acquire a customer. Let's have a look. So £1.04, we start there. And I want to get up to January. Riveting, I know, riveting stuff here. £1.44. Right, so let's try it there to £1.04. Okay, let's try it there to £1.04. There we go, 12. Yeah, it's almost identical. It's almost identical. And so, yeah, it cost £127 to acquire a customer in 2021, but it cost £121 in 2020. So the cost to acquire a customer actually went up in 2021, but when the cost per square foot, so it depends on what metrics that you use, because obviously the price per square foot, for me, it's more important the price per square foot, how much we're paying per square foot, because a customer, we could be acquiring customers all at 25 square foot, and then it doesn't make sense. So to me, the biggest metric we can have is the price per square foot, not the cost to acquire a customer. But most people focus on cost to acquire a customer. I understand that, because it's something that we can all understand, and we know how many customers we get in, and so it's an easier sum, and there's no right or wrong as long as you know roughly what the cost to acquire a customer is. However, again, it has come down in the last 6 months. Like last month, it was £126. The month before, it was only £89, which was the lowest we've had in a year and a half, which has been incredible. And so I think the story of 2020 was it was pretty much the same all the way through, apart from February, when it was crazy amounts to acquire a customer in 2020. But in 2021, we saw a lot more fluctuation in the early parts. That was higher, and it's come down. So yeah, I love, as you can see, I love data. Let's have a look at quotes. Have you got time for quotes? Oh, good. Right, let's have a look for quotes then. Quotes, square footage. What, tell me on there? It should be on marketing tab. Here we go. Yeah, it'll tell me here. So let's have a look. The amount of quotes. The quotes have phenomenally gone up. I think we all know that. I can get these really easy, by the way, really quick for us. So let's have a look. December, because I have to drag it all across. Right, 172. December. So we did 2,072 quotes. I'll write it down just so I don't forget it. 2,072 quotes in 2020. And we have done, because if we haven't got December's on here, we have done 2,877. 2,877. So that's a massive increase. That's about a 39% increase in quotes from 2020 to 2021. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you exact what it is. Let's have a look at the numbers. 2877, take away 2072, take away 2072 equals divided by 2072, was it? It was. Oh, I am good. 38.8. So yeah, 39% increase in quotes. Yeah, beautiful stuff. There's many reasons for that, but I believe we've spent more on pay-per-clicks now. So therefore, and we're higher up on the SEO. Well, we were higher up on the SEO rankings. So overall, it's been a very interesting year. Revenue management has made it a good year. Slightly concerned by our churn rate, and we'll have to see what the next year brings. Okay, tune in for Friday, and there'll be only a very short episode on Friday, because I haven't got much time to talk to you about it. But tune in Friday, and we will go through what I expect for 2022. All right, see you soon.